Hello, hello, hello. This is Shanae Andrea, and we are on our final distinction of the top 10 distinctions between millionaires and the middle class, the book by Keith Cameron Smith. So we have done our Cliff Notes version of the book. I hope that you've enjoyed it. And so we're going to finish off strong today with millionaires ask themselves empowering questions. The middle class ask themselves disempowering questions. So what to ask yourself? When you develop the habit of asking yourself empowering questions, your life will take on a new meaning and success is inevitable. So learn to ask yourself questions that stretch you beyond your current levels of experience. Questions hold the answers that you need to succeed. Examples of questions could be, how can I double my income this year? How can I get enough money to pay the bills this month? Think about the questions that expand your mind because you will receive answers for the questions that you ask. Questions control how you feel. So empowering questions ask what you can do, and disempowering questions ask what you can't do. You can control the way that you feel by asking yourself empowering questions. Millionaires are masters at mastering their emotions. The question you ask yourself determines the results you get in life. If you feel that you are not living up to your potential, one reason could be that you are asking yourself disempowering questions. So conditioning your mind. Millionaires ask questions that make them rich, and the middle class ask questions to keep them poor. The middle class move their trains of thoughts whenever the author wanted to lead them. So in a conversation, if you are in the midst of your thought, you're building and you're growing that particular momentum, and somebody enters that conversation and begins in a completely different place with something totally different. Someone in a middle class mindset will completely adjust their mindset or their train of thought along to that other person's train of thought. Whereas a millionaire is going to say, this is the conversation where I was, and this is the mindset that I'm in, and I'd like to finish with that. I have learned being around high income earners that not only won't they let your conversation interfere with them, they will sequester themselves away. They will keep themselves in quiet places and have these thoughts and let them completely build so that no one can interrupt what it is that they are working on. And that is probably a very big thing that I've learned in my last few months. Asking yourself empowering questions is one of the best ways to condition your mind to create success. So there are 9 empowering questions that the author lists. What kind of person do you want to be? Why do you want to be that kind of person? How can I become that kind of person? What do I want to do? Why do I want to do it? And how can I do it? What do I want to have? Why do I want to have it? And how can I create it? So he finishes up with wanting to make sure that as you're answering these questions that you are clear and you are specific. Clarity is power. Being able to completely finish a thought and write it down in its fullness is a very powerful thing. Millionaires know what they want and why they want it. The middle class doesn't know how to become millionaires because it doesn't have an exciting what or an empowering why, which is why asking these questions will help you to decide what it is that you honestly and truly want and what's the reason for it. At the bottom of everything, what's going to continue to keep you going? Is it your family? Is it the desire to be successful? Is it the desire to fit into a certain pair of jeans? What is your deepest desire, and what's going to keep you going in those moments that no one is looking and you have the opportunity to make a bad decision? Discover who you really want to be, what you really want to do, and what you really want to have. Instead of asking, what's the meaning of my life? Ask, what would make my life more meaningful? That's the more empowering question. Being a millionaire is about being, doing, and then having. Thank you so much for joining me in the top 10 distinctions between millionaires and the middle class. This has been a very powerful book. Short, and sweet, but extremely powerful. And again, one of those moments or one of those different books that you can begin to implement things right away. Um, we're going to be picking up on another book soon, and you'll see information about that coming out. Thank you again for joining me. If you are interested in learning how my team is growing as successfully as it is, and what we're doing to help families, individuals be financially free, have personal freedom and time freedom, how we are going from working to be, we're in a race of 800, which means that we are looking for 800 credit scores. So what are we going to do in order to have enough finances and freedom to be able to not only do the things that we need to do daily in our lives, but also to begin to clear the things that we've done in the past and change the way we are headed in the future. My name is Shanae Andrea. It has been my absolute pleasure to spend this time with you. I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Have a fantastic day. My information will be attached. Bye-bye.